So for this episode, I started working on the templates for the windows, and this is something that Greg helped me kind of get started and how to approach it. And I already had the cardboard paper that I bought from a while ago, and just started breaking it out, getting the tape out, and every part of this car is curved, so you got to remember that the doors are actually curving, and the metal trim that's originally supposed to be there is curving. So you have to really go out of your way to really make sure that these templates line up correctly and follow the door. So the idea was to make an outside piece, make an inside piece, and then go ahead and go to the next door, make an outside piece, make an inside piece. But I kind of wanted to take the approach of putting a full cap on instead of just having pieces with the ends not covered up. So we're working diligently on that to make that happen. Now, one of the things I'll mention is making this out of cardboard, now that I have an idea of how to approach it, was no big deal. And if you made a mistake, you could build it back out with tape, and so therefore, it's fully realized if you cut it too short or something like that. But the idea of transferring that over to aluminum as another template, and then transferring it over from that template to stainless steel, well, that's a whole nother story that is outside of my realm. So I was just happy to spend the time to bust this out. Of course, it's 115 degrees out while I'm doing this, so it's pretty brutal. But, putting the time in, and I just feel like I'm getting somewhere, which is a great thing. All in all, it took me about an hour or so per door. All right, so imagine that we're outside the driver's door. This is the outside of the car. This is the inside of the car. And you have this curved piece coming this way. This is bent and going into the door. The window's coming between here. And so you could see that this has a radius curve that's cutting in and bowing back out. This needs to be straight down. You have all these intricacies coming here. And then on the outside of the car, you have a radius on the outside going in. And originally, we had some flaps going back to where this would butt up against a flap, and this was one piece. And over here, this would actually attach, if this was close. So out of that, I'm not going to separate them out, but you could see that Greg took my paper templates and actually made aluminum templates for each side. And here's the extra flaps that go different areas. So now I have to actually tweak these in a little bit more and maybe get this rounded out a little bit better. And then try to find a fabrication shop that could actually have the correct break with the right dies and whatever to make the final pieces. And again, no one's calling me back, so I'm just kind of moving forward knowing that, well, if I have something that I could just drop off and say replicate this, then we're probably good. However, do I still need to take the car down so they can see how it lines up? I don't know. I don't really know. So, and stainless steel is so difficult to cut. Like, there's no me trimming it in afterwards. Like, it's just too difficult. And then I got to polish it. So I got to make sure I can polish it without it flying away, with the buffer, like flinging it across the room. Which, if we have the down pieces like here, I could clamp onto that because no one's going to see that. So that's actually not a bad idea. So that's kind of what's going on with that. And so it's progress. Not amazing progress, but I'm 3/4 of the way there, so that's pretty good. And that's about it for this one. So until next time, have a great day.